This is the first time I'm playing this game, so I don't know much about it. All I know is it's a game. Now we're down. So let's see how this one goes, eh? Right. Testing, testing.
Stop!
Ow.
You're not getting anywhere with this Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah.
Check my
Listen.
broadcast works.
Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long
Yep,
gone.
it works. That's okay then.
As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Ow.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert! Von Borchert!
Hmm?
Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
I don't know who Al-Azif is. Act or tell her the truth. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I trust her. She's my mum.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Ooh, right in his head.
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question
I
him
like the
after
mother.
we get back.
She's badass.
Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No. Even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on,
Ouch.
let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to Von Borchert.
He is out for the count. What months later in January. 30th, 1973. Oops. The episode's called Big Wolf Studios. Huh. So Big Studios, stop watching this in a moment. He will show this game for his worth.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up Von Burchard's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned resections of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
The mind is one.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think
Contrary
about
to
it.
what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Business of my Lord Mother. Personal reasons. Let's go for
Your
personal
Eminence,
reasons.
with all due respect, I prefer to keep my reasons for coming here to myself. I promise, it has nothing to do with the legendary party that you all appear to be preparing for.
Believe what you will, my son. However, everything is related to the legendary parties organized by our host.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that, Cardinal.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
That's right. Until now, I've never been invited by Lord Mortimer.
You won't soon forget.
Given what I've seen so far, I wish I'd been passed over.
Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious.
Oh, this is
If
pretty
I'd known,
cool though.
I would have gone for a better suit.
Are you all right?
Mother? Oh, shit. Your hand.
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah. No one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't. No. No! You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay.
Can he tell us the future or something?
Phew.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry.
Tell us the truth, mate. Oh, I had to do that, haven't I?
It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or what?
Well,
this
there's
can't
no
be real.
way.
The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
I might go for detective.
Well, over the last few years, I've solved a number of crime cases. Like the chauffeur d'Angers, for example. Thieves that tortured their victims with burning embers.
Charming. How did you catch them?
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah, and I wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London?
No. Sorry, I don't remember.
In the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I'm so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
Right, let's read that. What's it involved? Yosko? That's best me. Must go. Could cost me some thingies.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me? Emily... Excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
I see. Very interesting. I'm having a look down here, see what's down here.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
I have an appointment with Lord Mortimer. Would you be so kind as to lead me to him?
Unfortunately, sir, I cannot. I don't know exactly where my master is. But rest assured, sir, everyone is waiting for you at the manor. Sir Holm insists on welcoming you in person. Since your mother went missing, everyone has been concerned about finding her.
Who is Sir Holm?
A close friend of Lord Mortimer's. Please, rest assured, sir, it won't take us long to find your revered mother. Indeed, we are searching the quays again, because lights were seen at the wharf just last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
And did you find anything then?
We discovered a certain amount of damage, sir, on the wooden part of the wharf.
What type of damage?
Broken barrels, mainly. We'll do whatever is necessary to have them rapidly repaired. But quite frankly, I can't imagine what Sir's mother would have been doing with them.
What could Mother have been doing with barrels?
Nevertheless, our search of the wharf hasn't been entirely unsuccessful, though.
What do you mean?
We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials S.D.R. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here. Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Give me the handkerchief. I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order to get here.
Yes, but...
Invited by your master.
No, of course, but...
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
Sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refused to give me her personal belongings?
Of course not, sir. It was never my intention to contradict, sir. Here you are. I must return now. It is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is.
She came to the shop in Tesco's.
This wharf.
I don't actually look out there. Let's see what else is going on, eh?
Get it open barehanded.
Ah, I need to go for that then. I see.
There's no way I'm leaving without finding out about Mother.
Ah.
It's like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
This way.
Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
I'm gonna take the bar.
This
Not
might
even
just
a-
come in handy.
Hey,
A
that's
sack
another-
of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
What's it else word? I'm gonna carry on looking around.
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
Anything else good around here?
A lantern. Nothing special.
Oi! That's versus a lantern sat.
A ruble.
Ah, this is all my clues thing. I see.
Let's see what's hidden inside. Ah, one of the letters is stamped with the seal of the order. And I recognize your handwriting anywhere, Mother. But who is this Samuel Ritter d'Auchois? Who are you writing to? I don't recognize the name. Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richer.
what is your
Oh.
game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You never talk to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here.
But what?
Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who's this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think. Godoy, Manuel Godoy. Why does
You
his
keep
name
saying
sound so
Godoy.
familiar?
I'm saying Godoy. Everyone must say Godoy. Nope. Looks like I haven't got enough points for that, so I had to go for no, I can't remember.
I'm guessing he's a man of some importance. Spanish, I'd say. But I just can't put a face to him. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
She certainly has, mate. Let's keep on looking around, scout the area. Hopefully we get some more clues, eh? Any more letters here?
Let's see what's hidden inside. Let's look.
Let's look at each letter.
It's too badly written, I can't make out the address.
I see, so no point looking at that one. Let's look at this one then.
The address is 50 Bedford Square, London.
I see. I'm gonna check every letter.
This envelope is meant for the Vatican. This name sounds familiar. Pashi. No. Can't seem to place it.
They start using my skills and other things.
This envelope is meant for the Vatican.
Oops, I did that once.
This
My bad.
name sounds familiar. Pashi. No. Can't seem to place it.
I think I checked every letter, I think. Have I checked that one?
The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me. It's about time the order sent some envoys there.
I think that's every letter. Any other letters?
Probably
Put
a
my
Dutch-
detective hat on here.
An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently.
Good to know, good to know. Oh,
This
does we've had
envelope
someone
is
watching my
meant for the
stream. Hello.
Vatican.
Whoever you are, welcome to the channel. I need to build my skills up again.
This name sounds familiar. Pashi.
Frustrating.
No. can't seem to place it.
Right, let's carry on. Let's stand back and carry on looking around. Must be something good. There's something game I've never played before. Let's check this in this briefcase.
Chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Remember, I got that thing on there. Can I use that? Use the bar!
Clearly, I'm not meant for manual labor. Let's see if I can get it open another way.
Done it! Go for it. Open, you stupid gate. Yeah! There we go. Right.
Honey, this looks like a pistol case. But it's
And the pistol is missing.
I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful.
Anything else around here? Or was just that weapon? Oh, barrel over there.
This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels. Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder. It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. Apparently, someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must find you, dear Mother, and me too.
Yeah, I need to look way more thingies before I carry on. Right, let's go upstairs, eh?
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
By great skill and cunning of human people. Why this game remind me of Sherlock Holmes? Was you just me being Lally like Aki?
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Oh, this is going to be a...
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow, then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
My mother and I belong to the same secret organization, the Golden Order, which I joined a few years ago. Mother trained me, and I assist in her research. In other words, you can trust me.
My child, you are telling a perfect stranger that you and your mother work for a secret society. It would seem that discretion is not one of your specialities, my son. You will understand that it does not encourage me to put my trust in you.
Shit.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Yeah. I think you should.
Listen, you have nothing to fear. I will give your letter to my mother the moment I find her.
The moment you find her? You mean Sarah has gone missing?
Shit. I shouldn't have said that.
Let's not exaggerate, Your Eminence. I have no other information at this time. It's probably nothing.
Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen,
Oh,
let's
2
stop
out
there.
of 3. 2 out of 2 is
I'm
not
going
bad.
to tell you a secret. Your mother and I
Woohoo!
are organizing
Successful
the escape of
conversation.
a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played.
Indeed it is.
I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Hey! Sherlock Holmes, eat your hat out, mate. Let me talk to a few people, eh?
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United
George
States
Washington.
of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet. And you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Riche's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters.
Should you stay or should you go, Lovers? What's for me?
Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right.
Hey, Toxic.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest.
How you doing today, mate?
I've been invited by Sir Horn, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer
I can't wait to
organises
get
a
more skill in
reception,
this game.
he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests,
During which time we remake the world.
accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Not too bad, actually.
Lord Mortimer asked me to drop everything and come find my mother, who seems to have disappeared during her stay here.
Ah.
I took the first boat, and here I am.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be, sir. It's not your fault.
I am doing quite fine, thanks.
Seriously, though.
Can't
I
wait for
know your
Minecraft
mother
later
well.
on.
Stay
That's what I've
behind
got to
with
say.
me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Use my detective skills.
Good evening, my friends.
Uh-huh.
Shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer.
I just
he can't
wanted
be
to
present
request
this evening, and he
the
sends his
Batman
deepest
Norman
apologies.
vibes.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start.
No, it's crazy, isn't it? Everyone's calling me Bruce Wayne and all that.
And now, my dear guests,
Oops.
a light meal
I
is
just totally missed that
served in
opportunity.
a small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My
The
dear
next
friend,
room?
you must have read my
You
thoughts.
got off at a posh voice.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Hone, but I've already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the
Is there a
fireside.
Batman movie coming out?
If you don't mind,
it
Gregory,
really?
I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home.
I'll interview you
Thank
there.
you, sir.
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Hey, Toxic, I'll let you pick. Shall I stick with Washington or shall I go with the guy? I'll let you choose. Choose wisely. Wah. Option 1 or option 2? And today will be nice. Shall we learn about my mother, or shall we stick with Washington? Let's stick with Washington then. It's decided.
Let's see what Washington has to say.
Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Louis, thank you for staying.
Good to see
Just
you.
like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
Lord Mortimer is a remarkable
What do you
man.
think about the game, Toxic?
He's wealthy and is advisor to the very highly placed. Your mother is the head of the order in France. It doesn't surprise me that he asked her to come.
Lord
Oh,
Mortimer
I get you now. Okay,
contributed
mate.
to financing my electoral campaign, for example. But I want this to be clear,
I look forward to
without
movies.
ever seeking to gain an advantage.
And that is
I
to
think
his
Batman
credit.
movie was Gwen
Yes,
Christie
you
Bale,
can
wasn't it? I
trust
can't
him.
remember which
He
one
will
it
do
is. I think it was
everything
Batman
in his
Begins,
power
I
to
think.
help you find
When I
Sarah.
watched.
Mr. Watson,
That's the only Batman film I
you
watched.
seem to be very familiar with my mother.
Where did you first meet her?
I met Sarah during the War of Independence on American soil. She was introduced to me by a mutual acquaintance.
Yeah, and we got our butts
I
kicked
must
in that
say
war.
Her sound advice prevented me from making some terrible mistakes. She may not be a soldier, but believe me, she deserves a statue as much as Lafayette does.
Well, I didn't see that one coming. There's no doubt Mother has many secrets that are still hidden. Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
My mother has always been fascinated by strange powers. Did she talk to you about anything like that?
Yes. Her facility for discerning truths from rumor served me well. Such as preventing massacres, like the one at Salem, from happening again. Or convincing people that horsemen cannot ride around without heads. What was it that she used to say now?
Keep an open and logical mind?
Yes, that's it.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be
Ben
disappointed.
Affleck.
And I am
I've never seen the
persuaded
Batman
that
version
your
of Ben
mother's
Affleck. I think he's quite good in
research
that.
is his main
But Christian
concern.
Bale's really good in that, I have to admit. I don't watch many Batman films. I haven't
I
watched
wonder
Sherlock
if Mother
films
is
with
still on the
Jeremy
island.
Brett and all
Could
them.
she not
Ian
have taken a boat and left?
Sammy Clevin.
I don't see how. No vessel can moor closer than 200 yards. Not to mention the permanent presence of staff and servants. There is one strange thing, I grant you. This island is barely the size of Delaware, and despite that,
That's why my
no
name.
one has
That's
been
why I
able to
call myself
locate your mother.
Sherlock.
So my mother
Home.
still must be on the
Home.
island.
Don't worry, Louis.
And that's how I was
I'm
born.
sure nothing
Well,
bad
ish.
has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Just saying, now you guys go. I'll be Minecrafting at 6 o'clock
Careful,
UK
careful,
time,
be
just let you
back.
know. If you like to watch that. More great survival.
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must
guess
say,
he doesn't
he
like
does
it.
have some
Don't
outstanding
just-
pieces.
Sir Holmes, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth
Ben
Adams,
Affleck
Mr.
was just
Preston.
have orange
She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
No offense to Batman
Adams?
vs Superman. I thought it was a very boring film. I'm sorry.
Just mentioning Elizabeth totally changed Washington's attitude. Looks
No
like
offense,
he
I didn't
just
watch
saw a
really into that
ghost.
movie.
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Ah, fuck.
On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant
I
will
know I should have
accompany you to
I should
your
have went
rooms.
for that one. My bad, guys. Right, let's find out about each character. One of these people are hiding something. I'm sure one has something to hide, but you never know.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all
The
good
story
night.
is silly at the
Mr.
moment,
President,
but
Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same
True,
rooms
mate,
as
true.
usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
How can this man be at the end of the corridor? That's
Well, my
poo.
friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Oh, man. It's been quite a day. Right. Where is my room?
I'm gonna look around first of all.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Before I do anything else, I'm gonna have a look around. See if you can find any clues.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
I guess I can go through there.
Monsieur Jacques Perru.
Yeah, that's true. There's some good actors and bad actors. What's pissing you off, mate?
Decorum.
Oops. I'm gonna have a look around. I can go back up downstairs, can I? Always look on every nook and cranny, as the great detective says. That's the upstairs, I don't want to go up there yet. One more look around, I think. I think every door's locked. I'm gonna see what's upstairs. I can't. I just don't like it. But I'm not a big yeah, they sort of ruined that a little bit, I think. I had to agree with you there, Toxic. They could have made such a good effort making the film, but it just didn't bother, they didn't that much, did they? I couldn't agree with you more there, mate. I have no idea where I'm going, so I may be lost for some time. Just think it's not a bad film, but it's just ruined it. Personally, that's what I think. In the way they ruined it. They ruined a good opportunity to team up with some of the great superheroes, but they're just there.
President George Washington.
Oh, it's my room. Oh, it's my room. Maybe I don't have a room. Yeah, true, I got sidetracked. Anyway, this game is more like... think of Sherlock Holmes when he does that eye thing. Hey Shelby, welcome. I don't know what I'm playing. I think it's called, I don't know, Precise. I should have paid attention to the room.
Monsignor, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Not different than I used to play. Just looking for some clues, maybe.
That's me.
Open sesame! I found my room. Yay! I think this guy's
Right.
Think of Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter,
It
and
might be about my mother's
Sherlock's.
disappearance.
What's the other
But if
game
I
called?
open it,
That's gonna book
I'll
me.
be betraying Piaggi's
Oh,
trust.
fuck's sake! What's it
What should I
called?
do?
Sherlock's Crimes and Punishments, is it? Yeah, think of. No. I'm gonna leave the letter.
Can't wait to open it, but I gave my word to Piaggi, so
I'm gonna
too
keep
bad.
my word.
I'll wait until I hand it to Mother. Wow.
Yeah, I think
Nice
games like
room.
that. I'm gonna
Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
I'm gonna think of the game more like that. Nice. Oh, I can actually use these books.
Carmelite water will give me a little reprieve.
Hmm. Yeah, it's not a bad game what I've been playing.
Saint Jerome and the Angel.
Good
Yet
painting
again,
that.
art with political undertones, with an image of a saint hearing voices.
Great artist, by the way. We'll
Saint
look him up.
Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always
There's one
amuses
fun
me
two
to
things
see
in
how
the
art gets
art.
used for propaganda purposes.
Yeah, if you want to ask a question, Shelby, I
Inferno by
don't know
Dante.
much about this game. I just bought it,
Abandon
so
hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely
So,
lectures
yeah.
Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
oh, I can't even look for that letter. Oh, that's donkeys. What a big bed! Jesus Christ! It's bigger than my bed in real life. Right. Oh, wow, the first episode was actually finished. Can I still unlock some skills, or? Oh, I didn't find any clues about my mother, but hey ho. Right, we're gonna use definitely this. Oops, shit! Didn't mean to press that twice. Maybe I should look at each point. I mean, learn more about books. It's difficult. This conversation, probably need that. How about oh, is that it? Oh well. If I hadn't picked wisely though. I'm gonna put someone in science. That's probably need. Languages, politics. Probably need politics. Conversations, definitely. Languages. Evidence. I don't have no idea what that means. Agility. Don't really much agility yet. Education. I think this might do, but I might need one in books, I think. But I need to learn about, really how to learn about politics though. I'll go for this then. Oh, it's another nightmare again. Who's enjoying the stream today, guys? Are we all good?
Your turn. The servants are not very efficient.
De Richet can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of de Richet's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late.
Is
And
that
we
Al
have
Capone?
much to discuss. One last move?
Oh, that's nice
Don't
for that
worry.
night.
Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
Is that Apollyon? Is that just me? I would never get to play chess.
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Oh, okay, now those circle things are my
Wine
clothes.
flour and valerian,
That makes sense.
My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
I see. So the circle things, I may use my detective hat a bit more.
I'm
Come
coming.
in. Wait, you're still gonna have a shower first?
Dear Monsieur de Richet.
Inspiration of St. Matthew, or Matthew writing his gospel, dictated to him by voices.
There's no bathroom in his house. Oh, that knocking is doing my tits in.
The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on.
I'm
but
coming,
doesn't
I'm
touch.
coming. What you ponytails?
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Wait, let's have a look in here. Oh, what's in here?
There's a circle around the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it.
Wow! What a waste. A jewelry and a whatever that is.
There's a note. Effects of Sœur de Richet, to be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it.
Right, that's one clue found already.
All right. I've retrieved everything.
Open sesame.
Excuse me. Am I bothering you?
Yes, you are actually.
I was sleeping.
I need your help.
But with
What's going on?
Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the hall?
Elizabeth Adams. Home introduced her to us.
Yes. Well, she is the daughter of my friend, the Vice President, John Adams. But she is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens. I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to make sure it's her. That's where you come in. I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room. And perhaps get my hands on some important information. At least I hope so. Elizabeth is in the small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her. I just need 10 minutes.
But if my vision is true, there are two men nearby discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not for his ghost stories.
Right, guys, choose. I help Washington, or shall I investigate about your vision? Please choose, guys. Choose wisely. Option 1 or option 2? Choose. Whoever's still watching my channel. Shall I help Mr. Washington? Or shall I investigate about your vision? Personally, I want to pick number 2. Sounds a bit wrong, but I want to pick number 2. Shelby wants to go for 1. What do you want to go for, Toxic? 1? What about you, Shelby? 1 or 2? 2? Oh, we got a tie. Oof, I go investigate the vision. I think Washington might be a bit... this is actually difficult. Once one upside, if you investigate... I don't know what Washington's after. He may just be using me. This is difficult, guys. Okay then, let's go for 2.
Sir, I don't feel well. I'm going to have to decline.
I see. Well, I hope you won't be needing my help one day.
I must act swiftly.
Ah, for God's sake, Shelby. You had to say that late, didn't you? I'm probably going to regret that now, thank you. Oh well, it was my choice in the end of the day. Refilm.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi. Louis, you're straying from your objective. Louis, you're straying from your objective.
I hope I'm not going to regret that decision not helping Washington. Oh well, what can you do? I'm going to go sad that he's going to do the game off stream.
I recognize this part of the corridor. I'm close.
Locked.
Servants change the beds every day. There must be a service key somewhere.
Oh really?
Good evening, sir. I'm sorry, but an important meeting is underway.
My instructions are to let no one pass.
Tell me, my good man.
Sir?
Whose room is this?
A guest.
Apparently a French soldier. All
I
right.
think it's Al Capone.
Perhaps I should
So
change
fierce.
my approach.
Listen, I'm an insomniac, and Sir Holm told me that you could go to the kitchen and make me a cup of herbal tea.
And what is in this herbal tea, sir?
Holmes gave Washington a recipe for a sleeping draught. What was it again?
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian.
Yes, it's...
It's alright,
herbal
Toxic.
tea.
I got enough points to
I'll go
bra-
and make it for
bring
you
in.
at once, sir.
I'll wait for you in my room.
I need to find a place to watch undisturbed.
Hi Leon Players, welcome to the stream. Don't worry, I'm doing Minecraft later on.
The Prince.
Don't worry,
by
your current
Machiavelli.
socks.
A perfect read for anyone with a surfeit of ambition. That might come in handy.
I'm gonna look for every nook and cranny.
A bicorn decorated with a cockade. It must belong to a French soldier.
See you in a bit then, Leon Players.
Writing to implore you to...
I'm gonna search it.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost. It's a beautiful weapon. A lovely damask blade. It's marked with the...
My dearest son.
The Battle of Alexander at Issus, or how Alexander the Great triumphed over King Darius. Yet another one with delusions of grandeur.
It's amazing what war can do to people.
I can't hear anything here. I've got to find another spot.
Right, where's the other spot then? Should I just go through the window?
This window opens onto the balcony.
There, that was lucky. Oh, hang on, what's this? Well, I can get those boots. Oh no, I can't. That was worth a go. I just realised I got one more clue left.
This window opens onto the balcony.
We're doing quite well in this episode, guys. I'm very happy how the stream's turned out.
Means the other room must be on my right.
Nice to talk to two people. Three of my streamers.
Sir, I understand your eagerness, but the pressure on my family complicates the task.
Relax, my friend. Your relatives will soon be safe.
So what I saw in my vision really did happen. Well, I hope I haven't missed anything important.
I thank you so much.
Don't mention it. Now that's settled, let us speak about your support.
Yes. You mentioned earlier some assistance from the Golden Order?
Absolutely. I have concluded an agreement with their leader, Lady Sarah Faustine de Richet.
Another case that Mother didn't tell me about.
The funds from the order will finance the building of a foundry in Tuscany. You will soon be able to count on 100 or more cannons for your future campaigns.
I was not expecting so much help from you. When can I meet this de Richet?
Well, unfortunately, something has cropped up. De Richet has disappeared.
Disappeared? What, here?
Yes, but the staff are redoubling efforts to find her, I assure you.
So the agreement, is it on or off?
It is on. Her right-hand man has just arrived here to help us find her. And it is none other than her son, Louis Maurice de Richet. I wager he will ensure his mother's commitments are met.
Louis. Not an easy name to live with in these times.
Of course. But from now on, you will deal with him.
This man, it can only be Mortimer.
Very well. I will seek him out.
Ma'am.
Slow motion.
Well, I better get away from here.
What does it mean for opportunity miss? I skipped it, didn't I? Was he quite like he's pooped himself? Don't worry, Toxic, I'll be a good guy, don't worry. Might end the stream in a minute.
Louis?
Emily? I can explain.
Perhaps, but remain still.
But first, you could perhaps remove the blade from my throat?
You have 10 seconds to explain your presence here.
I'm not here for you.
What are you doing in my room?
I thought a night's stroll would help me sleep better. A servant must have closed the window behind me
And my window was the only way for you to get back inside. Most convincing. What were you really doing on the balcony?
Don't be a good guy, okay then.
Seeing the window open, I feared someone had entered your room. With what I'd heard next door, I'd every reason to believe that your life was in danger.
I am a grown woman, but how kind of you to worry about me. Now that I'm safe,
how the fuck am I doing this so successfully?
Do these events concern me? Do they involve the Golden Order?
I overheard a conversation between a French soldier and some other individual.
And what were they talking about?
It seems Mother is involved. Something about a military
Well, she's got
campaign.
the same voice as Morgan.
Apparently my mother validated
From
an
Dragon
order of
Age.
cannons to help this man.
Really? Since when does the Order finance wars?
As far as I know, since never.
Did they give any details? A date? What they were for?
Nothing at all. Did you know anything about this?
No, but I won't forget. Thank you. All right, Louis, I might have overreacted a bit. Please do excuse me. But next time, please try knocking on my door. I'd be delighted.
Success
for you.
Oh, well, I'll remember in that case. Good night, Emily.
Good night, Louis.
Right. Let's see any more. There's one more clue we got to find. Every decision in the game I play, I always play as the bad guy. Everyone's different. Everyone can play the bad guy and the good guy these days. That's what games you into these days. Personally, I do both. I've done the bad decisions. Why not if it works?
A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
See. If we find that last clue, we get somewhere. It is more fun playing that role. Yeah, I actually agree with that, Toxic. I think it's more fun than playing a bad guy than a good guy in get some games, definitely. I had to agree with you on that one.
That's not the right way.
That's not the right way, apparently. I went through that, didn't I? Oh. One more look around. Searching every nook and cranny. Just the good of good.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough. Duke Manuel Godoy.
No, I got one clue missing. I don't know where to find it. I bet we find it in the least place respected, eh?
Your Eminence, what are you doing here?
I wanted to speak to you about something important. Do you still have my letter on you? The one I gave you in the hall?
Why do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
Here it is.
Thank you,
I
my
got
son.
him for the nice guy.
Ah, I see that it's still sealed. I was right to put my trust in you, Louise. Now, give me 1 second, please.
You have my word.
I can't imagine what would have happened if I hadn't added this name to the list. Please be sure to give this letter to Sarah the moment you see her.
You can count on it.
Have a good night.
Don't worry, mate. You have my word. I didn't open the letter, so I didn't. 1 to 2, by the side, not 2. I have no idea, Toxic. Maybe it's just one of them things. No key.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
That is not my room. Oh.
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
Oh, I had to head back to my room. Oh yeah. Only 1 clue missing, which is not too bad, guys.
I'm exhausted. Better go to bed. I'll search my room tomorrow. Mother stayed here right before me. You never know. And Mortimer had better show up.
Right, that's the other night done with. Thanks for the support, guys. That's been a successful one, I think. Right, what's that lockpick one? Can't remember. Right, guys, what should I use my points on, you think? Trying to use on different ones. That will do. Just use a bit different ones.
Alright. In my vision yesterday, I saw that Mother
Definitely
had this
toxic.
room
Nice to catch
before.
with you, mate.
I better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
Maybe in another time. Right, I do apologise for this, guys. I better get off and recuperate for now. Thanks for watching. This has been Sherlock Holmes 94, signing out, and peace out. And catch you all later at 6 o'clock. Bye-byes.